The Bernoulli distribution is named in the honor of Jacob Bernoulli, who was a Swiss mathematician in the 17th century. Jacob Bernoulli's work extensively dealt with binary outcomes, which is why the distribution is named after him. In the last video, we discussed the concept of probability mass function, which is a function that gives the probability of a discrete random variable. We also saw that the distribution of probability mass function is called probability distribution. The Bernoulli distribution is a probability distribution defined by a discrete random variable which can output only two values, 0 and 1. Mathematically, it is defined as follows. Here x is a random variable that can take only two values, 0 and 1. As you can see, every distribution of discrete random variable is defined by a probability mass function. In case you don't know what a probability mass function is, please refer to the previous video. Let's understand this with an example. Suppose we have a fair coin. The sample space of the coin would be head and tail, and the real numbers that the random variable can take are 0 and 1. Since the coin is fair, the probability of getting a head or a tail is 0.5. Using the Bernoulli equation, we can find the probability distribution of the coin like this. Now that we have understood the Bernoulli distribution, it would be easier to understand the binomial distribution. The binomial distribution generalizes the Bernoulli distribution to the case of multiple independent trials. Binomial distribution is essentially the sum of n independent Bernoulli trials. Mathematically, binomial distribution is defined as follows. Here n is the number of Bernoulli trials. P is the probability of success in each trial, and K is the number of successes. If you are wondering why the binomial distribution is defined in this way, please refer to Chapter 5 video titled Binomial Theorem of this playlist. We have discussed this formula in detail in that video. Again, let's understand it better with an example. Suppose we toss a fair coin 3 times, and we are interested in the number of heads we get. And let's say we want to calculate the probability of getting exactly 2 heads in 3 tosses of a fair coin. We can use the binomial distribution formula to calculate this. In this case, n would be 3 because we are tossing the coin 3 times. And since the outcome of each toss is binary, we can call each toss a Bernoulli trial. P would be half because the coin is fair, and K would be 2 because we want to calculate the probability of getting exactly 2 heads. Solving the equation, we get the probability of getting exactly 2 heads equal to 0.375. Similarly, we can calculate the probability of getting 0, 1, or 3 heads using the binomial distribution formula. After calculating the probabilities, we can plot the probability mass function of different outcomes like this. This distribution is called the binomial distribution. I hope you understood the concept of binomial distribution. That's all for this video. In the next video, we will discuss a couple more types of probability distributions. Thank you for watching.